guys, this is Anna here at Logan Trading from the greenhouse department, and today I'm here to do a short video and talk to you guys quickly about watering your houseplants. So some of the main things that you're going to need when watering is one, obviously a watering can or something that you can water your plant with, and then two, you're going to need your plant with a pot that has drainage. This is super important for your houseplants, so that way if there's any excess water, it can drain out of these holes and it doesn't drown your plant. If a plant gets too much water and it's waterlogged and that extra water has nowhere to go, it'll rot the roots and drown your plant. So that's going to be really important, is having those drainage holes. Now when you water, what you want to do is you want to take your watering can and you want to go all the way through. You want to give it a good soaking each time. For most of your houseplants, and you can see how it's dripping here, that's what you want to see when you water. For most of your tropical houseplants, like this parlor palm here, you're looking at watering once a week to every 2 weeks or so. So it's not so much that you're giving a little bit of water every couple days, as so much as you're giving it a good soaking where you see that water dripping out of the drainage holes once every week or 2 weeks, or whatever that plant's watering schedule is going to be, because they can differ, and that's something that our greenhouse team can help you with when you come in to pick out a plant. So when you have your plant and when you're ready to get another pot for your plant, if you don't want to keep it in its little plastic container, you've got two options. One is you can find another pot that has at least one drainage hole, because like I said, that drainage hole is important to make sure there's not too much water. So then you can take your soil and you can pot your plant in there and it'll be nice and happy, and you'll want to water that same way where you water and the water comes out of that hole. Your other option, if you have a pot that you like that doesn't have a drainage hole, what I would do is I would just keep your plant in the plastic container that does have drainage and just set him right in there. You can cover with some moss on top, anything just to make it creative so that it looks like it's planted in there, and that's something, again, that our greenhouse team can help you with. Another way that you can water your plant when you do it this way, where you've just got him set in there, is you can just take him out, run him under your sink if you don't want to use a watering can, let him drip dry, and just stick him right back in. And when it's time to pot up, you could use a plastic container with more holes to pot up, and then just do the same thing, you know, back into your pot, or a little bit of a bigger pot in this case. You see that lid. So that's how you want to water your plants. Now let's talk about the soil. So say you wanted to go up to a pot like this that does have the drainage hole. You want to make sure that you're using a good potting mix that is going to help make sure that soil drains through. So your main thing, you're looking for potting soil or potting mix. That's going to mean that it's going to filter that water through. If you are using a heavier soil, you might consider mixing a little bit of perlite into your soil mixture as well. Perlite is just a light, flaky substance that will help to aerate your soil, keep it nice and light, so that way the water will drain through. Very good. Another tool you can use that we have here at Logan's is a moisture meter. This is especially helpful if you have a larger size plant that you need to water. Something this size, like the parlor palm here, you can take your finger and do a finger test, and when it's dry on the top couple of inches, you're going to know that it's time to water. But for a larger plant, it can be a little harder to tell. This moisture meter is a really good tool that you can stick down into the plant, and it reads from this sensor down here. It'll let you know when it's time to water your plant. It reads on a scale of 1 to 10, and for most of your tropicals, you want to water when your reading is at a 3 or below. And again, that's something that we can help you with to determine when you're in the greenhouse here. There are a couple of plants that do differ from this watering schedule, like cacti and succulents, ZZ plants and snake plants, that like to dry out a lot more in between waterings. So making sure that you understand your plant is really important when it comes to watering. But for the most cases, for all of your tropicals, this is generally what you're looking for and the tools that you will need in order to make sure that you're properly watering your plant. If you have any questions, feel free to stop in and say hey to us in the greenhouse, and we'd be happy to help you out. Thanks guys, take care.